I'm used to bringing them patients. I'm not used to being their patient. It was a huge change for me. So after surgery, I literally woke up and had a big smile on my face, and Dr. Alexander said, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, my headache's gone." And they had just done an open craniotomy, and all I could think of was my headache was gone. It was the first time in 18 months that I didn't have a headache. It was amazing. I had been asked to work mandatory overtime, and I ended up leaving this station to go to Station 4 in Bon Air. When I got there, we had to drive the engine down to the shop to get something fixed. We did that, and on the way back, the engine started smoking. The air conditioning unit on the engine was overheating, so we had to swap engines in the middle of the parking lot at the park. And as we were doing that, I handed up a step chock to the guy on top of the engine where we store them, and a small chunk of it broke off in his hand, and the rest of the 45 pounds of it fell down and hit me in the head. Knocked me for a loop. I took 3 steps, fell down, and I was laying on the ground bleeding. Went to employee health. They cleaned me up and glued me up and sent me on my way, and I went home, and later that night wasn't making sense when I was speaking, and the first place I went was another healthcare system, and that place told me, "Nah, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll check it again in a year and see how it is." And my wife said, "No, that's not really acceptable. We're gonna go see somebody else." And we went to see Dr. Alexander at St. Mary's. They did a CAT scan and came out and told me I had no breaks, no bleeds, but a 5.5 millimeter colloid cyst in my brain. Go talk to neurosurgery. He looked at my scans and said, "Yeah, we'll do the surgery," and that was in August, and scheduled the surgery for November. When he did the scans the morning of, the cyst had grown 3.5 millimeters and shifted completely to block my 3rd ventricle, and so he had to do an open craniotomy. When I woke up from the surgery, he told me and my wife, he said, "I'm glad we did that because you wouldn't have made it till February." With the new tower at St. Mary's and the dedicated neuro ICU is going to be phenomenal, because the ICU I was in that they have now has every specialty in it. So the nurses can't specialize in one thing. They're having to specialize in every ICU sickness that's in there. So a dedicated neuro ICU will be amazing, because you'll have nurses that are dedicated to nothing but the neuroscience stuff that they have to work on. And the amount of work that goes into it is unbelievable when you look at the stuff that they have to do for the patients every day, all day, 50 times a day, and then document it all. Thank you to all the donors. The dollars you guys donated actually did save my life and get me where I am today, back to work, where I can do my job that I've wanted to do since I was a little kid. When all this happened, it really changed my perspective on everything. I look at it as bonus time, because this is all bonus time that I got. I'm gonna take every advantage I can and have good times with my family and my kids and wife, and enjoy my time at work. And every day I wake up and it's a thrill to be alive. It's great.